Welcome all to this new session on Clickfunnel Elements, where I'm going to talk about Clickfunnel Elements. So this is the building blocks where many elements constitute a page and many pages constitute a funnel. So let us understand what are elements. Elements are the building blocks of a funnel. These are all of the things that can possibly go on the pages. It could be video, headline, images, countdown, clock, etc. As I tell you, this is the elements, and many elements put together form a pages, and many pages put together form a funnel. All the elements that goes into a page, and in a page all elements are put together in a special order to try to get people to take certain action. And a funnel is a series of pages put in a strategic order. The goal is to take your customer on a journey that makes them most likely to go from a prospect to a customer or to a client. So let's go more elaborately on elements. Elements are like the ingredients you would put inside of a recipe. If you were to make a cake, you would start with flour, eggs, sugar, and water. Those are the ingredients that you mix together in a bowl to make the batter and actually make cake. Elements are all the ingredients that go into your pages. There are many types of element. Some are written over here, but you won't understand reading one by one here. We'll go into the editor and let us understand one by one. And one thing we need to know is some elements are only available on certain type of pages. For example, order form elements are only available in order form style pages. Membership elements are only available inside of a membership pages. So let's get into the editor and let me show you what are elements. The orange color, this box, this represents element, and the blue color here, it represents the rows, and the green color here, like here and here, these are known as section. So it is represented here also: element, column, rows, and section. And the better you understand the ingredient, the easier it will be to create the recipe. So if you are looking for an element and it is not here, it is probably because you picked the wrong type. So you may need to recreate the pages, etc. So let's start with this one. Here are all the pages. This is text element. This is media element, form element, advanced form, countdown, content block, miscellaneous elements. I will go through each one of these and we will consider what this element, each element can do. So we'll start with this text element, the headline element. For example, here's a headline. If you want to put a headline, we just need to go to this add new element, click this plus sign here, and you can add an element. You can either drag down like this here also, or you can click here and click a button here also, or you can do something like this, element at element, and it would come like this, and here, so it's like this. So a headline is an element that should be actually at the top. So we can just drag with this one here up to the topmost part, but you can choose to have a headline at any other additional section, like for example here also you can get it here in another section. Let's say here also, so you can put it anywhere. It can be now let's see with this one, if you click on this setting, then you will find a lot of setting. It can be formatted in different colors, like this one. You can format it into different colors, like text color, then if you keep a bold letter like this, bold will have different color, for example here, and the other one, normal text, will have different color. So you can choose to have an different color, fonts, size, and hyperlink, etc. So it's like that. Then we'll go on another text element. Next is sub headlines. Suppose sub headlines are used to help visitors understand more about what is happening in your place. I mean, what you need to write a little bit of details, like you provide instruction to user to often to watch video, to click a button, or to add additional informations to your headlines. So subheading may be similarly formatted, just like the headline elements. Now let's go to another. So you keep on adding new element like this one, and you can go one after the another. Let's go to the paragraph element. So paragraph element are used for bulk of your sales copy. You can write a lot of words here, and it has also the similar text area. This is the editing area, because yellow, this one orange color box, if you click on this one, it will comes to a blue color where you can sense edit with all sort of bold, then italic, then you can underline. So this is used for editing all these words. And here the paragraph, it has a smaller text area. It should contain stories, ideas, and information that you wish to convey to the page visitors. It may be formatted similarly to the headline and the sub-headline elements, just like we did here. Now let's go ahead with the another element. This is one is known as bullet list. So this bullet list is used for a concise list of information to page visitors. This is great for showcasing the features of your offer. Variety of icons are also available here. You can go here and you can choose a lot of bullet points from here. So we can sense here like this one. For this one, you can sense another like here, advance icon picker. Okay, like this one. You can sense something like this. Next is the media elements. So media elements, image is the first one. Image element allow you to add image to your pages. It can upload your own image from your computer. Let me show you here. You can upload images from your computer like this one. You can upload any picture from your computer. Or from image manager, or if it is already available, then you can just add images from here. And if you don't want to upload from your computer, then you can go to stock images. Clickfunnels has got the stock images associated with them. So the images has come, two images has come. Stock images like here, you can go to Pixabay, icon finder, and splash, etc. So I will just cancel this one. Then this one, to make a demo, just let me this one. Okay, here it is. It's like this. Another media element is image pop-up. Here, everything is the same. You allow to create an image with the, let's say for example, this is a thumbnail. You will show thumbnail here, and as soon as you click here on the page, a full-size image will crop up. So this is known as image pop-up. So you can put different images with the thumbnail and another images which you want to show. So here is the thumbnail. You can place a thumbnail here. So for example, just let this be here. A smaller one. Thumbnail. So we can put pixels like 32 by 32 pixels. It's like a small icon here. Let's just put it something like this, and we place a thumbnail photograph here, or let's say it's like this, 800. We can make it even smaller. Smaller like this. So when you save this one and go to the URL, your own web page, when you click here, another image will pop up, the same images. If you want to put it here, you can place the same images here like this. So that image will pop up here instead of this one. So you find a smaller image here, and when you click that there, suddenly another page with bigger size comes up. So let's go to the another element known as the video element. Here you have a few precious seconds to make a first impression on your page visitor. So you can use video to your advantages. ClickFunnels allows you to use YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, HTML, and easy video shoot also. So even custom code can be embedded here. You can embed custom code. So the video is like this. Say for example, let's take an example. If you want to get a YouTube URL, you can let's check this one. Here you can get this here. Copy this one. Copy this one. And just paste it the URL here. By the way, just a reminder that you need to click a key like enter or space bar or something like that. So it is input only when the keyboard key is pressed, not the mouse. So a video will comes up here. So another element is video pop-up. It is similar to the same thing which I said earlier, image, where you show a small video and it will just pop up when it is required. This is similar to standard video element also, but they will only play if a pop-up light box when when user actually click on them. This is useful for video galleries to your page for testimonials. It is also helpful when you want user to watch the video with distractions, without any distraction from anything on the page. Another element is this audio features. This will allow you to add a podcast episode and audio snippets to your pages in order to engage visitor. If you want to provide a preview, say for example, of audiobook, your course or audio testimonials, you can do so with this. So done with the media, and then we'll go to the forms. So there are many type of forms. This is known as button forms. So let's start with the button forms. So button form is like this. Here, click to sign up, etc. This will allow visitor to submit an opt-in form or to go to the other pages. So you can configure it from here where you want to go with this button. Also, what type of styles you want it to look. It has more option in the advanced setting where you can make the color, display, color, blocks, etc. Styles, you can just change like this, size, particle space, I know all those settings can be done here. Here you set the action by giving them a URL, and if they click here, it will go to the URL, or you open a pop-up, or you submit an order. So this is known as button. Then another this one is known as Facebook opt-in. It's just similar with this one. You just have to log in from Facebook. Just it goes from here to Facebook. That's the difference. Otherwise, everything is the same. Then we have this input. This element actually accepts name, like the here, name, email ID, address, phone number, etc. When creating a form on a ClickFunnels page, you must at least have an input field that captures an email address or a button, etc. So, say for example, your email address here, you can write, for example, name like that. Say for example, full name. Say name. Write your name here, name, etc. So here you can add a lot of form, like here, let's consider this one, adding more form, input form 1, 2, like this. This is your name, this is your address, and you can make the type from here itself. Okay. Now let us go to another element. This is known as select box, where you have the option to have a pull down menu. You have a menu where you can select number of options. This is helpful for creating an application or asking question with a range of values. Then let's go to the text area. Text here, the visitor can enter multiple line of additional text when filling out a form or completing an application. This is useful when you need to collect longer responses from user when they opt into your pages or apply to your coaching program, etc. So this one is done. Then we go to advanced form. Yeah, this one check. This is a checkbox headline element. Just for those who want to click this checkbox, then this is the checkbox element. Now let's go to advanced form. This is known as SMS Signup. This element will allow you to get permission to send contact through SMS messages. You can connect with, there is a software known as Twilio. You can connect with your Clickfunnels accounts and send text message to contacts to remind them of something, say to attend your webinar, etc. Let's go next. So their shipping address and a billing address. Some customer can have a separate billing and a separate separate shipping address. So you can add the shipping address element to your page to ship a physical product, like for example, full address, city name. This one use as a shipping address. And you have this billing address. Yeah, billing address looks somewhat similar like this. This allow you to collect a separate billing address if required by your payment gateway provider. And if you want a survey form, then you can add a survey form like this. You can give some options and some answers and let them tick with one of the options. So this is useful for survey. So done with that one, the advanced form of elements. Then we'll go to countdown timer. Countdown, there are three types of countdown timer. Countdown elements. Countdown, let's go with this countdown timer. This can, here it is. This can help to create a sense of urgency for page visitor. This can let you set a countdown clock to a specific date and time on your pages. Once it timer is expired, you may redirect your visitors to a specific page. Say it is here for redirection, or change the content that is displayed in the current time. Then this minute timer. The difference here is this: the minute timer is similar to a countdown timer, except that it is it count down a specific number of hours. And the minutes, instead of counting down to a date and time, here it is date and time, it's to specific hours only. So if you set your minute timer to 15 minutes, the clock will start counting down from 15 minutes every time a visitor land on that page. It's also the same if it's finished. I mean, the time is expired, then You may direct user to a specific page or change the content that is displayed on the current time. Then the day timer. Day timer will have a countdown to a specific time each day. I repeat again, the day timer will count down to a specific time each day. For example, you can set the day timer to count down to 5 p.m. etc. every day at 5 p.m. So these are the only time zone it's given in ClickFunnels for the time being, and you can choose any other time here. So that's countdown timer. Then let's go to the content blocks. This block called content blocks are used to make it easier for your user to navigate and process information. For example, this icon element. This is useful for adding icon to your pages. Icon can be linked to other pages. Here, if you want to link to, you can link to another pages by giving this URL to another page or to entirely new website. And then we have this image features, like small image is here, given that one, and you have all the features written over here. So the image, you can put it here. Let's take one image. The image will come like this, and all those things can be written here. So this is great for creating testimonial boxes, code boxes, or for showcasing features of your product or offers. Then let's go to navigation. Navigation is where this is used to create up to 4 links. Let's go here. It's given link 1, link 2, link 3, like that. Up to 4 links can be added in the page. This element is usually placed in the header or the footer. Say, for example, at the last, you may probably find it somewhere here at the last. That means at the footer, and you have the option to display like the number of links you can give here. So this is about us, order now, features. So if somebody clicks here, you can send them to your features page. If somebody clicks here, then it can be linked to another pages where pricing is there. It can be for this one also. So you can change this one, like about us, about us, all true thinking things. And here, etc. And here you can give the link of these pages. So this is known as navigation. Next is FAQ. You can add multiple FAQ elements to your pages to create a FAQ section. Since this is wrong, just a minute. FAQ. Here it is. You put a frequently asked question here, and the answer you answer. This is helpful for providing information about your product or offers and answering questions that potential customer might have. So let's go to the other elements. This is known as divider, where you divide between these upper elements and lower elements. You can broaden this one also by having this height point a little bit larger, like 25 point, it would be more larger. 3 points, it will be smaller. 1 point is very, very small. Then you can have progress bar. This bar can be helpful for visitors see how close they are to finishing an opt-in form. It can be made to animate also. Say this is the setting. You can have different templates here. Theme, for example, let's say you take this one, and you can make a setting from here to how many percentage. Say, for example, if your pages is now 90%, then you can click here. If it's at the beginning, you can click here. So you can put one of these progress bar element in your pages. If you want animated one, you can use this one. It seems like animated. Okay. Then the next one is image list. This is a bullet list element that allow you to upload your own this one 32 by 32 pixel images to use as a bullet point. For example, if I use this one as the image, icon image can be, let me take one icon image. This will be suitable, I think. Yeah, just a minute. An icon image should be 32 by 32, so it comes very disfigured because the image size is too big. If we take 32 by 32 pixel, let's see if this one is 32 by 32. Yeah, so this is a bullet list. So your 32 by 32 pixel image acted as a I mean the bullet icon. Then we can have this pricing table. Pricing table, you saw a lot of pricing table like this one. Here you can also change the value. Instead of 19, you can write 199. You can change the color of this background also. Here it is. So next, the mix elements. This is social shares element. So these elements allow visitors to easily share a link to your funnel or landing page on Twitter, you just need to share the social, for example, Facebook URL here, and it will get shared here. Hey, recording to Next, we will see this privacy notice. Privacy, actually, if you want to insert a privacy notice, this is the element. And a privacy notice or a cookie notice is an external statement that tells the visitor how you collect and use about their personal information. Then we can have this Facebook comments. Here the element is used for quick social post and engagement. These elements allow visitors to comment on your pages using the Facebook account. They can also post their comment on their own Facebook profile. Users need to give a Facebook, a placeholder here. So then the next element is text block. This is another text editor. This is good for more advanced editing. You will be allowed to edit the text as the HTML or CSS. For example, when you open this open text editor, you are allowed to edit in the HTML format or CSS or of your text directly in the editor. And finally, this is the custom code. This is another element for advanced user. In this element, you can add your own JavaScript or HTML to your pages. Like here, you just copy pasted from some JavaScripts. So that's all for this session. See you soon. Thank you.